Look, all I'm saying is if you're gonna wear my high heels, put them back when you're done because I'm tired of looking for them.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Why Bother podcast, everyone. This is episode 17. I'm Michelle.
I'm Phil.
And we took a week off, guys, which in podcast world is 2 episodes for us. So, but we're back and we are fresh. We have a sponsor. We got a sponsor.
Exciting.
Very exciting for us. Yes, very exciting. And it came quick. It came pretty quick. It is Danielle's Primitives. You can go on Facebook and, after speaking with them and looking at all the inventory and everything, I had a chance to see. Gorgeous. It's decor, like different decor, you know. It's got like a rusty look to some of them, like an old country feeling, things that I would definitely buy us and things like buy for here and things that I would definitely buy, as a present for other people. But Danielle's Primitives, you can go on Facebook, and just put in, it's DANYELLES, and then Primitives, PRIMITIVES. Take a look on there, guys. I'm telling you, this stuff, it's the cutest. It's very, very interesting. The stuff you've seen it.
Yes.
It's nice, really nice stuff. And then a lot of things that make your house smell great too. So not only look great, but smell great. So that is our sponsor. Thank you to Danielle's Primitives. Take a look at the stuff on Facebook, you guys, and you won't be sorry. Okay, so I needed to ask you a question, Philip. I need to know, and this won't sound funny to you because you know that I can be very smart in some ways.
Yes.
Right? I know I can.
Yeah.
And completely, what's the word?
Clueless?
Well, yeah, obviously clueless, but I was looking for a worse word than that. It's invalid or something. Invalid? What's that word?
Invalid?
I'm a dumbass, put it that way. See, I can't even figure out the words for it. Yeah. But I could be an extreme dumbass when it comes to certain things. So, I wanted to ask you, and I've heard the word before, and I know it's like a derogatory word, the way people use. What is yuppie?
It's a young urban professional.
Okay, so is it like hipster?
Sort of, in a way.
Just to let you guys know, I didn't even know what a hipster meant. I heard the word a billion times, but I didn't know what it meant until he explained it to me 8 years ago. Go ahead.
Yuppie was a term in the 80s, essentially.
Really?
And it wasn't really derogatory. It's kind of derogatory now.
Well, that's what I mean, the way they use it now.
Yeah.
So was it a compliment in the 80s?
Yes, it was a compliment in the 80s because that was the people that, Donald Trump would be a yuppie, essentially.
No, Donald Trump would be an asshole.
Yes.
But carry on.
Well, nonetheless, I mean, back in the 80s when he was younger, he would be a yuppie. It's somebody who lives in the city, who is rich.
All right, now you're explaining it to me, and now I'm just going to pop in here and say my opinion now for both hipster and yuppie.
Mm-hmm.
Is, however, if they were derogatory before and not now, or weren't then and are now, I think that it all depends on how you look at it.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, it's definitely your perception,
yes.
Right? Because we're nerds. I am a self-proclaimed fucking nerd. And I love it. I never used to be. Thanks a lot, Philip. But I had nerd tendencies, I guess, nerdy tendencies. But I was not a nerd. You've always been a nerd.
Yes.
In school and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a nerd in school. I wasn't popular in school. I was right in the middle. I think I got along with everyone. And if anyone from school is listening, and if you just let me know if you think I'm right. I think I was just I really was. I was right in the middle. I would smoke with the girls in the bathroom. but I would talk to the dork who talked to himself. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I just got along with everyone. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You were always a nerd in school.
Yeah.
And you're still a nerd.
Yes.
But I absolutely love it. Now, I would not have loved it then. Not to fall in love with you, but, you know, I'm 43. Mm-hmm. Nerd is what I like. Smart is fucking sexy. Okay, so I got that word. Now, there is another word I want to know. Okay?
Okay.
Do you feel like you're in school yet?
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm in school. Do you feel like you're a teacher yet?
Sure.
Okay. Satire. Now, I'm going to ask you. All right, satire. Is it something to do with like ambiance or like dress wear or something like that?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm way off. Of course I'm way off. It's me, but go ahead.
Well,
satire.
It's essentially making fun of something by imitating it or exaggerating it.
So like mocking?
Yes.
Satire is like mocking?
Yep.
Maybe I think it was, you know what? I probably thought, this is how dumb I am, okay? I probably thought, because it sounds like a sapphire. Seriously. But I think I really did believe it had something to do with like decor, or like the ambiance of a room, or like a dress wear. Satire. Because attire, I guess.
Yeah.
Sapphire attire. I don't know.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah, a little bit way off, huh?
Yeah. You're a fan of political satire and you didn't even know it.
Okay. Why? How? I mock. I don't.
The Daily Show.
Okay, so it's like embellishment.
Yes.
Mocking embellishment.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks, Philip. That was very interesting. So, we all know how, like, homelessness everywhere, obviously, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And we know how, but it's been, like, a lot worse in LA, right?
Yeah.
And,
San Francisco, I think.
well, yeah, San Francisco, which is California, period.
Yeah.
Like big cities of California or something, right? Mm-hmm. And, I don't, like, I can see both sides in that. I could see why people in them places that, you know, they spend a lot of money for taxes and all that, and then they have to look at, like, Tent City and Needles, and they can't let their kids play, you know? Mm-hmm. So they get mad. But I also see the homelessness side, like, where the fuck do they go? They're people too, they exist, you know? Mm-hmm. And they want to have a community together, to, I guess, to stay safer, even though, if you ask me, it's more dangerous. Whatever. My point is, it's a fucked up situation. Now, there's a thing that I go on YouTube all the time. It's called Invisible People. Uh-huh. So if you just YouTube Invisible People, it'll take you to this guy's site, and he interviews all these people and how they got there. And it's amazing how some of these people, like, I've always known this, but it really, like, really, when you watch this and you see how, gosh, some of these people are so young and some so old, and all the way in the middle, you know? Mm-hmm. But, like, how one little thing can make you homeless.
Right.
Like, so many of them, they used to have wonderful jobs. And then the economy, something fucking happens, like the pandemic, the virus, you know? And it just, it can happen to anyone. You know, obviously it's not going to happen to Bezos or Elon Musk, but it could basically happen to anyone. So this doesn't even have anything to do with that. I mean, I did want to get out that YouTube, the Invisible People site on YouTube, because it really is interesting. You guys should watch it if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But it just lets you know how real people are, and it could happen to anyone, and these are just everyday people. Okay, so I really started that to say this. Soft white underbelly. If you remember, I believe it was from our very first podcast, number 1.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the soft white underbelly?
Not fully,
that I
no.
did, and it had like the inbred family. They were the kids barking and stuff.
Yeah.
That was actually a big hit from the podcast. That was everybody, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so soft white underbelly is the name of another channel on YouTube. In case you guys haven't heard the first episode of our podcast, I found another lady. Now this is nothing like the first one with the like family that was barking and stuff, which is sad. It's sad. But this is something totally different. It's sad as well. A woman on there, she's an older woman. She could be anybody's sweet grandmom. Her name is Evelyn. And she obviously does drugs. Obviously, I can't play the whole thing because it's, you know, it's longer. But I really think you guys should look this up on Soft White Underbelly. I am going to play a clip. She does singing, and you could tell just from hearing her and hearing the stuff that she talks about. It makes absolutely no sense. Like you landed on another planet and aliens started talking to you, you know? But in English. I just wanted to play a clip for you guys, and again, it's if you want to watch the whole thing, which I think you should. It's very interesting. It's just YouTube Soft White Underbelly Evelyn, Evelyn.
So Evelyn.
Yeah.
So I found you again on the street here in Tenderloin, here in San Francisco. What was that you were smoking when I found you?
What drew me here? That's cocaine. It's for teaching illiterate mothers how to handle an obnoxious situation.
I'll bet it is.
The oblong boy wearing jewelry on his chest that looks like a knife when he picks up his 6th cigarette. The refusion of alcohol, the red hairs, pubing, those are called pubes. They itch all the time. You have to take a really rough surface, even a rock from a lava, or 2 crushed cubes. And not that light zinc that the black boys play with. They like to teach white girls how to take cigarette boxes and pull them apart, and that pulls them into their football. And so I scratch my pubes with a toilet paper cleaner. And I call it a toothbrush because my face is so white it looks like water. And when I left Vigo, I left a puddle behind. And I was with my father-in-law. My mother said, "You can't get married because," and she sniffed along, and her back lit on fire. And I gave her a foot washing, and I laid my hands in the cold water, and I saw someone drowning in a pool. And I pulled him up by his dick. And I said, "Dick Tracy." And he went to New York and stayed in New Jersey. Go to crawl, give us a nice bright card, give us the green of summer, make it sing all. The world is a summer day, oh my.
You're a great singer.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, that's her. She's obviously not all there, I guess, with all the drugs she smoked, the life that she had to live, and maybe from when she was younger and stuff too, it talks about. But it's just sad. It's interesting, and it brings me perspective, and it kind of humbles you. Okay, so we were talking about LA and California and all that, and Rogan left California. Did you know that?
No.
Okay, he was planning on it. So Rogan left California,
Uh-huh.
and he's been planning on it because apparently he can't deal with all the stuff going on in California with the virus, and all the comedy places, you still can't get your hair cut there, and they're raising the taxes, but they don't get any, and they're raising them really high, and they don't get any benefits from it, and blah, 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 right? For a lot of reasons, he's leaving. And he did. He left. Now, I told you that he was going to Spotify.
Yes.
Which he did. He moved to Spotify, but he's still on YouTube, which I told you. So he's on YouTube and Spotify until the end of December. And then he'll be strictly on Spotify only. But I had a chance to see yesterday and today. So anyway, he moved to Texas. He lives in Austin now, which Texas is a red state. Yeah. Rogan's more of a liberal. He's more to the left. I don't know if you know that, but he is.
I would say he's more libertarian. I don't know if he's fully to the left. Not that there's anything
I didn't say
wrong
fully.
with
I
either.
said he's more to the left. But I listen to him all the time. He says it. I'm telling you. But anyway, apparently Austin is more of a liberal state than, a liberal city in Texas than the rest of Texas.
That's correct.
I never knew that until he started talking about that, which is kind of odd to me, but hey, that's cool. It is what it is. So he likes that about it. He loves being in Austin. He's already settled. He has a new podcast. What is it? Like office, like set up a new podcast. What's it called?
Studio?
Yes. Jesus. Thank you. Wow. Yes. And it is, I told you the guy's name yesterday he had on. Do you remember it?
No.
Something Curry or something. Well, today he had on Ron White. Who, by the way, on this podcast looks so much like Kenny Rogers. It's unbelievable. Yeah, he looks great. He really does. Ron White does.
If that's your definition of looking great.
Kenny Rogers?
Yeah, I'm not saying he looks horrible.
Kenny Rogers was a silver fox.
Yes.
But was a silver fox.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
And many other women would say the same thing. So you're wrong. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, so he looks really good, Ron White. And so his new studio, Rogan's new studio, it's so cool. It looks like now some people apparently, from what I was reading, some people are not liking it, but fuck them. Who gives a shit? And they'll get used to it. And it's amazing. It's amazing looking. It looks like the inside of a space capsule with like a red glow. But it's so neat looking. You guys got to check out Rogan's new set and new show. And well, it's the same show. It's just moved. Yeah, so I was really happy about that. Which I love Rogan. You know that.
Yes.
Some of the other podcasts I love are Two Bears, One Cave, which has Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. Phenomenal. It's great. I like Bill Burr's podcast, which is, God, it's so hard to say. It's like Monday morning, Thursday afternoon before Friday podcast or something like that. But it's Bill Burr's podcast, and he does that one on his own. He just does it on his own every Monday and Thursday, twice a week. And then he also does one with Bert Kreischer where it's called the Bill Burt Podcast. Did you know that?
Yes, I
that
did,
one's
actually.
That one's okay. But my favorites are definitely Rogan, Two Bears, One Cave with Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, and Bill Burr's that he does by himself. So my question to you is, since you're always like, yeah, Rogan, he's okay, blah, blah. What are yours, tough guy? What are some of your favorite podcasts?
I'm mainly into more serious stuff, and I'm a big NPR guy, and I was listening to NPR before there were podcasts. So I typically, a lot of stuff is NPR stuff, Fresh Air and This American Life and Planet Money and
Planet Money. I've not heard of that.
And Radio Lab, and there's a bunch of NPR podcasts which are the ones I typically listen to. Other than that, I'm a huge fan of the Dana Gould Hour, which comes out probably maybe 11 times a year, sometimes 10 at most. The Show with Harry Shearer, Stephen Fry. He's got his first series was called Great Leap Years, which was amazing. And then he came out. The second season is called Seven Deadly Sins. Great Leap Years. He goes over the history of some great inventions that caused the world to change, like the printing press and the telephone, etc. In Seven Deadly Sins, he goes over the 7 deadly sins and elaborates on them. I'm a huge Stephen Fry fan. Hacks on Tap with David Axelrod and Mike Murphy. That's a political talk show with two people who run campaigns. That have run. They're not just commentators. They've actually been in the trenches and run campaigns. David Axelrod was in the Obama administration and has run Democratic campaigns. Mike Murphy has run Republican campaigns.
No relation to Phil Murphy?
No relation to Phil Murphy.
Okay.
Speaking of which, when I was in Wildwood, for some reason, every public bathroom I went in Wildwood, somebody had written graffiti in the public bathrooms, and it said, "Phil Murphy is a Nazi," in every single bathroom in Wildwood.
You know what I'm going to guess with that?
What's that?
First of all, they're morons.
Yes.
Second of all, they're childish.
Yes.
And third of all, I'm going to say it's the same exact person who did all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
At least I hope. At least I hope there's not more than one person that's that fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. Did you have more podcasts? I don't know how I have time for all these, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we can just end with those.
No, I mean, I don't know how you have time to listen to all these.
Yeah, I listen to stuff 8, 9, 10 hours a day. A lot of it's audiobooks too. But there's other podcasts I listen to, and I'll listen to audiobooks, and then I'll listen to podcasts and Freakonomics, Doug Stanhope's podcast, Mark Maron's podcast, Serial.
Stanhope still does his podcast?
Yeah, Stanhope still does his thing. I don't really listen to it. He's drunk constantly, and it's not really...
Baby?
Yes.
I'm drunk constantly.
That is true.
No, okay, not constantly. When we do these podcasts, I'm drunk.
Yes.
All right, we're both lying because more than her. But God, go ahead.
There's a whole shitload of stuff I listen to. Serial, which is another NPR podcast.
Serial, that's cute.
Hidden Brain, which is another NPR podcast.
Jesus.
2600, which is a hacker podcast with Emmanuel Goldstein.
I think we're all going to retire by the time this is over. Go ahead.
I listen to a Stephen King podcast called The Losers Club because I'm a big Stephen King fan. I listen to a You lost. Oh, that's a Stephen King thing, and Stephen King wrote it? Yes. You
lost to a bunch of nerds who call themselves The Losers Club.
Yes.
You'll be gobbled up in Gotham, and you're looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, this is society. This is a society, you space or this is Earth, you space demon. We live in a society.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. ERB, anyone? Epic rap battle between Pennywise and the Joker. Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Listen to a Sopranos podcast called Talking Sopranos with two of the actors that were on that. I'm just started that, and there's only like 86 episodes because there's 86 episodes of The Sopranos, so I'll finish that soon, and that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now you're sure?
Yes.
Because we can come back.
There are other ones, but those are the main ones.
Yeah. That's it. The end. Anyway, here's how much of a moron I am. Okay.
Okay.
And you do not know this, but I could be a moron. But so I was watching something today. I've lost touch with what day it is and what the hell I watch anymore. But I was watching something today, and it was telling me how them pictures, like when Trump started the presidency, when he first got elected, and then pictures, do you remember? And the video that people were taking when him and Melania were coming down the escalator. They're pretty famous pictures now. When they first came down the escalator.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. Here's, in my bubble, this is what I was thinking. First of all, why are they so famous in a mall on an escalator? And how did so many people know that they were in that mall at that time when it went? Okay, so it wasn't until today, this is my honest, in my bubble, they were in a mall. And then today I heard on something
that they were in Trump Tower.
Yes, coming down the escalator in Trump Tower. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to, take poison or something. You need to check me into something because I don't, that's where my head went. And I swear all this time, for the last 4 years he's been president, I always thought it was a mall. Are you going to leave me now?
No.
Are you
no,
sure?
No. Yes.
Now's the fucking time, dude. Now's the time. No?
No.
We're good?
We're good. Right. But I mean, technically, I haven't been in Trump Tower, but I'm absolutely, without even looking at it, I'm sure there's retail space in there, so that's technically a mall.
I guess, but I don't think that I thank you, but
you go in.
I
for
think
instance,
it's just because I'm a
1
moron.
and 2 Liberty Tower in Philly, which is like the Trump Tower of Philly without being owned by Trump, and there's a mall in there, and above it there's apartments and offices and that sort of stuff. But there's literally a mall in that building, which is the same type of building.
Again, thank you for trying to make me look better, but I'm just being honest, and I didn't care about any of that. I just assumed it was a mall. So, thanks, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, by the end of this podcast, I am going to have you leave me for stupidity. I'm telling you. You ready for another one?
Sure.
You sure?
Yeah.
Brace yourself. Okay, so I know that we live in North America.
Yeah.
I also know that there is a South America.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know above us, above North America, is Canada.
No.
It's not?
Canada is part of North America.
It is?
Yes.
So wait, so South and North America are connected?
Yes.
Okay, see, that makes a little more sense. Okay, because I thought North America was just the United States.
No.
Because it's a continent.
Yes, we're talking about continents.
And Canada is in North America?
Canada is in North America. North America consists of Mexico, the United States, and Canada.
And that's it?
That's it.
So 3 countries?
Yes.
Wow. I am going back to school tomorrow. Sign me up. Okay, so what the fuck is in South America?
South America is, for instance, Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay.
Bunch of places we will never go to.
Yes. John's been there, though.
Well, John, of course. John's been everywhere. Mars, I don't know. So, wow. Okay, so it's when they say that, it's just part of the continent and not just the United States. Like,
yes.
Okay, that makes so much sense. Okay, you want to leave me now?
Nope.
We're still good?
We're still good.
Holy shit. I mean, and I've told you this before, you are talking to the girl who, in my early 20s, like very early 20s, but it did happen. I'm not going to deny it. And you already know, I told you. Went to the mall. Do you remember?
No.
And would go to that thing, that map block.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
the
yeah.
Cement map block. Was it cement, steel, something that would tell you where you were in the mall and where you needed to go to get to the store that you needed to go to. And it always had that red circle on there that said, you are here. And I swear to God, it was like magic to me. How the fuck do they know where we are? How do they know where I am? And then you'd run into another one somewhere else and you're like, now they know we're here. Like, how did they know where I am? Yeah, so that took me a little while to to realize, yes, that is who I am. Okay, now, I'm just going to finish on saying this, that I had a dream the other night. I told you that I was running. It was nighttime, but it wasn't like so pitch dark. I have so many dreams, you guys, and they're so weird because I'm on medication, and the medication I'm on gives me like the most fucked up dreams. And sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're really bad, and sometimes they're just dreams. Well, this one was not really bad, but it wasn't good because I stole a puppy from a little kid. Who does that?
You do, apparently.
In my dreams.
Yes.
Do you think in real life I would steal a puppy from a little kid?
No.
Like, I just stole him.
You'd come close, I think.
I think I would.
You're crazy about puppies, but...
I'm crazy about doggies and animals.
Yes.
But, yeah, so, thankfully I woke up, and it was just a dream, but I do remember stealing the puppy from that poor little dream boy. You think he's okay?
I think he's perfectly fine, being
sure?
as he does not exist.
Well, I mean, he for a short moment, he existed in my mind. So I don't need to give it back.
No.
Cool. All right. So I'm not a horrible person.
No.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of me, and how stupid I am. And then some other stuff in there as well. So I think we are going to I think we're going to just end with a clip. I know this time we only did 2 clips, but we haven't talked to you guys in a while. So you all look great. Do you see them?
I see them.
They're amazing. They're amazing. They look great, yes?
Yes.
I don't know what their secret is, but you guys look fucking phenomenal. So keep up the good work and stay safe. And we are just going to end on a funny clip from Sarah Silverman, who, yeah, she's a little, vulgar, but she's fucking great. So, roll clip.
I know that it's cool to talk crazy during sex, and I have tried that, and it doesn't work for me because I find that the truth gets in the way, I guess. Like, my God, your cock is so... Oh, no, never, it was a shadow. What I do, I feel like is way crazier. I like to talk crazy right after sex. When things have calmed down a bit. Get right in his face, real quiet. What do you think would happen if I went on down to the hospital and got a rape exam right now? Hey, what do you think? You think they'd find your semen all over and inside me? Because I do. Oh, I really do. Maybe you should go ahead and tickle my back till I fall asleep. Is that a good idea, motherfucker? My boyfriend was foreign, so then I get like really nose to nose with him and go, USA's #1. And you're like, #1 in what? You don't worry about it. It's important to us that we're number one. Juvenile diabetes. What is the etiquette? I don't know if there are any like Emily Postish people here, but for post-coital cuddling, or after sex cuddling, if you're stupid, what is the etiquette for where I would put his asshole fingers? Is it just straight out to the side, or?
So she's fucking great. I love her. Okay, guys, we're gonna end it there on the laugh of Sarah Silverman. If anyone wants to text us and ask a question, say something, whatever, it is 856-882-9670.
Actually, you can forget that number. It's 867-5309. Ask for Jenny.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, please don't listen to him. It is 856. You made me forget. Holy shit. All right, 866. 856. Philip, I swear to God, I'm going to fucking kill you. 856-882-9670. And the next podcast first that comes on, Philip will be dead. Okay. Tell them
the email is y.bother.pod@gmail.com. The Y is a letter.
The Y is a letter, not the word Y, yes. So you guys take care. If you're listening, I mean, I don't know, there's many platforms you guys could be listening to us on. If you can, give us a like or like stars or whatever it is. Could you do that? Because we're lonely. We have no friends. And is that all they can do? Like the likes and the stars? And I don't know the shit you do. All right. So, yes, we will talk to you guys on Sunday night. And we love you. And I don't know. Is that it?
That's it.
And I'm a moron. Please don't leave me.
I'm not leaving you.
Okay. Bye, guys. We love you.
Good night, everybody.